Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive into the fascinating world of coins and collectibles. Today, we're exploring one of Australia's most recognizable and enduring pieces of currency, the 1983 Australian 50-cent coin. It's big, it's bold, and it's beautifully designed. The 50-cent coin has been a cornerstone of Australian coinage for decades, and the 1983 issue carries with it not just monetary value, but also history, craftsmanship, and a quiet sense of national pride. At first glance, it might seem like just another coin from the pocket change of the early 1980s, but when you look closely, you'll discover a piece of art that reflects Australia's identity, its monarchy, its heritage, and its commitment to unity as a nation. So, let's uncover the story behind the 1983 50-cent coin, from its design and metal composition to its history, minting, and value in today's collector market. The history and context. To understand the 1983 50-cent coin, we have to take a quick look back at the journey of the 50-cent denomination in Australia. The first 50-cent coin was released in 1966, the same year Australia transitioned to decimal currency. However, that first version was made of 80% silver, and because of its high silver content, it was soon withdrawn from circulation. People began hoarding it almost immediately because its metal value exceeded its face value. To address this, the Royal Australian Mint reissued the coin in 1969, this time made from cupronickel, an alloy of copper and nickel that's durable, affordable, and perfect for circulation. Along with the new metal, the coin took on a new shape, a distinctive 12-sided dodecagon design, which helped it stand out from other coins by touch and appearance. By the time 1983 rolled around, this new version of the 50-cent coin had already become a staple of Australian currency, a trusted piece of money and a symbol of everyday life across the nation. Obverse design. Queen Elizabeth II. On the obverse side, or the front of the coin, we see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, facing to the right. This particular effigy was created by Arnold Machin, a highly respected British sculptor and artist whose design was used on coins throughout the Commonwealth from the late 1960s to the 1980s. In this portrait, the Queen is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, one of her most iconic pieces of jewelry. The tiara's elegant details are delicately captured in the engraving, emphasizing grace and regality. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions Elizabeth II on the left and Australia 1983 on the right. The simplicity of the layout gives the coin a timeless and balanced aesthetic. This effigy represents not only the monarchy but also the enduring relationship between Australia and the Commonwealth, a reminder of the nation's history and its evolving identity within that union. Reverse design. The coat of arms. Now, flipping the coin to the reverse side, we encounter one of the most striking and powerful images in Australian numismatics, the Australian coat of arms, designed by Stuart Devlin. Devlin, a master goldsmith and the official designer of Australia's decimal coinage, gave the 50-cent coin its proud and distinctive look. At the center, the shield is divided into 6 sections, each representing one of the 6 states of Australia: New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia, and Tasmania. Above the shield rests a 7-pointed Commonwealth star, symbolizing unity among the states and territories. On either side stand 2 of Australia's most iconic animals, the kangaroo and the emu, supporting the shield. These animals were chosen intentionally, as neither can walk backward, representing progress and forward motion, a perfect metaphor for the Australian spirit. Below, you'll find a decorative scroll inscribed with the word Australia. The level of detail in Devlin's design is extraordinary. From the textures of the animal's fur and feathers to the fine lines of the shield, it's a miniature sculpture struck in metal. This reverse design remains unchanged to this day, a testament to its brilliance and enduring symbolism. Specifications and composition. The 1983 Australian 50-cent coin is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a bright, silvery appearance and a strong resistance to wear. It weighs 15.55 grams, has a diameter of 31.51 millimeters, and features 12 flat sides, making it easily distinguishable from other coins by both sight and touch. Its shape and size were designed not just for aesthetics, but also for practicality, ensuring that people could quickly recognize it in their pockets, even without looking. The coin's edge is plain, and it has a solid, heavy feel, something collectors often appreciate about older coins compared to modern lightweight currency. Mintage and rarity. In 1983, The Royal Australian Mint in Canberra produced approximately 49.4 million of these 50-cent coins for general circulation. That's a healthy mintage, meaning the 1983 issue isn't considered rare in terms of availability. However, the value of any coin depends heavily on its condition, strike quality, and whether it has any mint errors. Coins that have been heavily circulated may only be worth their face value, but uncirculated or mint condition examples can command higher prices among collectors. In addition to circulation coins, a limited number of proof coins were also minted in 1983. These proof versions, made with specially polished dies and blanks, feature mirror-like surfaces and frosted details, making them highly desirable to numismatists today. Collector value and market interest. Now let's talk about value, something every collector loves to know. In circulated condition, the 1983 Australian 50-cent coin is generally worth around 50 cents to $1 Australian dollar, depending on its wear and overall appearance. However, in uncirculated or near-mint condition, values can range between $3 and $6 AUD. Proof versions, which were not released for everyday use, can be valued anywhere from $15 to $25 Australian dollars, depending on presentation and condition. Special attention should be paid to error coins, examples with off-center strikes, die cracks, double strikes, or planchet flaws, as these can be significantly more valuable, sometimes fetching tens or even hundreds of dollars from dedicated collectors. Cultural and symbolic significance. Beyond its metal and monetary worth, the 1983 50-cent coin carries deep symbolic meaning. The coat of arms represents Australia's unity, the coming together of its 6 states and 2 territories under one Commonwealth. The kangaroo and emu remind us that as a nation, Australia is always moving forward, embracing progress, innovation, and national pride. This coin also reflects the artistry of Stuart Devlin, whose designs have defined Australia's visual identity for generations. Through his work, ordinary pocket change became a form of storytelling, turning small pieces of metal into miniature monuments of culture and creativity. The 1983 issue stands as part of that enduring legacy, a reminder that even in the most everyday object, there lies history, symbolism, and artistry. Final reflections. So, what makes the 1983 Australian 50-cent coin so special?